So we recently got a rumor from Amazon that they're looking to buy out AMC Entertainment. Then we also got a rumor saying, no, that's the wrong AMC. It's actually AMC Networks that they're looking to buy out, which is a completely different business in itself. So in this video, I want to break down pros and cons of Amazon either buying the theater chain of 1,000 plus locations in the US or the media company here, which is AMC Networks. And I also want to jump into the balance sheet of both AMCs here to take a look at how much Amazon might be paying in this deal if this deal ends up happening. Again, it's just a rumor. Taking a look at the enterprise value. So if you guys enjoyed this video, if you find any value in it, hit that like button, consider subscribing to the channel, and let's get right into it. So first and foremost, guys, right now we're living in unprecedented times. This is one of the worst financial situations that this country has ever been in, if not the worst financial situation, right? And we're seeing businesses from hotels, restaurants, theaters doing very poorly, and they're on the brink of bankruptcy. Many of them are, right? And in a lot of situations during these times, big companies like a Amazon, like a Apple, like a Facebook, companies with a lot of cash, quite frankly, they come in and they maybe buy out some of these companies that are struggling, some of these companies that are either in bankruptcy or on the brink of bankruptcy, right? And that's kind of the situation that we're looking at here for the AMC Theater hypothetical scenario, right? Because they're more on the brink of bankruptcy, a lot more than AMC Networks, since AMC Networks is more of a digitalized, entertainment media platform. So at this point, Amazon is $1.2 trillion in market cap. So one of the biggest companies, if not the biggest company in the world as of right now when I'm filming this video. And if we go over to financials and to balance sheet on Yahoo Finance, and by the way, this is free. If you guys want to break down numbers, Yahoo Finance is a great source. This is where I go. And by no means are they sponsoring this video. That's just me being honest, right? And I don't even know if Yahoo Finance even sponsors videos, guys. That's not even a thing. But anyway, the breakdown here in assets, we see balance sheet assets total as of the end of 2019, $225 billion. But what we want to look down here for is the total cash. They have about $55 billion in cash as of right now. And why am I looking at the cash? Well, because this is what they're going to use if they do a buyout cash offer. This is what they're going to use to buy out either AMC Theaters or AMC Entertainment or AMC Networks. So they have $55 billion in cash. Then, okay, now what we want to do is go over here to AMC Entertainment and see, okay, they have a market cap of $500 million. But if Amazon's actually looking to buy the company, that's not what they're going to pay. They're going to pay most likely here. It depends on the deals and how they're negotiated, whatever, it could be enterprise value, it could be this, it could be that, but many times people, businesses pay enterprise value, which is the formula here. Write this down, guys. Market cap, this is it. Enterprise value equals market cap plus total debt minus cash. So, okay, we're going to round up a bit here. We see market cap is around $500 million. So if we go over here to financials, we go over here to balance sheet, and again, we're going to round these numbers, use some rough estimates here, but if we take the $500 million market cap plus the total debt, we see total liabilities around $12.5 billion, right? So $12.5 billion plus $500 million, that's about what, $13 billion. And then we take the cash that AMC has on its balance sheet, and that's what we're going to find for enterprise value. So the cash we're going to see here is around $265 million. So overall, guys, we're going to take the $13 billion minus roughly, let's say, $300 million. So Amazon is roughly looking at an enterprise value for AMC Entertainment here between $12.5 billion to about $13 billion. And that's rough numbers here. So out of that $55 billion, they're going to have to pay a decent chunk of that if they do want to acquire AMC Entertainment. And what could this do for them, guys? Well, this could end up being huge for their for potentially integrating Amazon Prime to the theaters, right? Because if people, let's say, sign up for Amazon Prime, they give, whoever signs up an incentive to go to the theater, like half off a movie or something, half off popcorn, whatever. This would be a huge driver to getting more business to the theaters, right? And Amazon could also use all of these locations, again, 1,000 plus in the United States, to leverage its own content business in an in-person style, as well as on the online, program that they use, which is called Amazon Video, where you can just watch it online. So these are some pros when it comes to actually acquiring AMC Entertainment in all of the theaters. And some cons here, guys, is the theater business could be changed for a while. With the CV crisis going on right now, we understand that people are they're at home, they're quarantining, they're kind of sheltering in place, let's say. So people aren't going out, and a lot of people think over the next year or two, people aren't just going to fly out of their houses and just go back to how things were before the crisis, right? People aren't going to flock to the movie theaters as much as they were, so financially speaking, this might not be a good move in the short term, right, for Amazon, since, again, there might be a hit for these theaters in the short term. But then again, Amazon, guys, they have so much money, they pretty much print money. They don't really care at the end of the day, in the short term, what AMC does. This is obviously it would be more, hypothetically speaking here, of a long-term play for them. So that's kind of the rundown there on the AMC Theaters side of things. And if you guys are confused with what AMC Entertainment Holdings is and AMC Networks, if we take a look at AMC Networks here, this is what it is pretty much. And these are the different channels, the different brands that they actually own. They own AMC, some different shows, BBC America, IFC, Sundance TV, WeTV, IFC Films, Acorn TV, Shudder, and I do recommend you guys coming through and looking at more of this stuff here for AMC Theaters, and some popular shows. The most popular show, I'd say, is Walking Dead, and there was another big one. What was it? Let me just see here on AMC.com. If it tells us. There was another big show. It was Walking Dead. You can see it right here, The Walking Dead. And Better Call Saul, that's another big one. Oh, how could I forget? It's Breaking Bad, guys. That's the big show, another big show, from the AMC Networks here. So that kind of gives you a bit of exposure as to what AMC Networks is. And arguably in the time period we're in right now, this transaction for Amazon could make a lot more sense. And they could also integrate this with Prime, giving incentives, integrating content, cross content, and so forth, right? And when it comes down to AMCX, what the value of the enterprise value is as of right now, when we take a look at market cap, it's at $1.38 billion. So let's just round that to $1.4 billion. And remember, for enterprise value, you take market cap plus total debt minus cash. So $1.3 billion plus, let's go to financials here. We'll take a look at the balance sheet. We'll click expand here. So $1.4 billion plus, let's see, total liabilities around $5 billion. So 1.4 plus 5, that is about $6.5 billion minus the cash. We can see total cash here. Let's round that to $1 billion. That's going to be around, let's say, $5.5 billion enterprise value. So if you're taking a look at AMC Theaters or AMC Entertainment versus AMC Networks, this would be a cheaper deal when it comes to the total amount, again being around $5.5 billion compared to AMC Entertainment's at around $12.5 billion for the enterprise value. So take it for what you see, guys. Again, this is just a rumor. There is potential here for Amazon to get into this business, right? Back in 2018, they got outbid for, I believe it was Landmark, Landmark Entertainment or Theaters. I forget what it's called exactly, but I am familiar with Landmark. I've been there before. And, they also bought Whole Foods a couple years ago back in 2017, which was for around $15 billion. So they're known to do big acquisitions. So I'm curious to see if this one will be the next. And as always, I'd love to know your opinions down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts? If they acquire the theater chain or the online digital entertainment business, what are your thoughts? Let me know down below in the comments, pros and cons. as well as your thoughts on Amazon in general and acquiring businesses right now. So hit the like button, consider subscribing, guys, again, if you did enjoy the content. And you can also claim one free stock from Webull, valued up to $1,400 if you deposit $100 into the account, and that's linked down below in the description box. So I'll catch you all in the next video. Stay safe out there. As always, peace out.